Yo, welcome back to the I Someone channel. Um, I'm working on my Dunge color game, and I made like a kind of pseudo language, and it parses this into bytes. This is, I think, three animations. Not sure if I added the attack yet. Right. So this is yes, three animations. So I have the walk animation and the carry animation to carry stuff like big items, and then of course the idle animation, and then the walk and carry animation. And this is the entire code that makes it work. And it's really epic because ignore this. It's really epic because this turns into bytes, to actual bytes, which is very cool in my opinion. Here it is. So this is about 500 bytes. So that means that all those animations are in 500 bytes, which is really cool. These are the 500 bytes. Some characters, no, some, most characters look very similar, but they aren't. As when I select them, you can see when they're the same. See here, I selected X, and it's here the same. When I select one of these, no other one gets selected, except for like specific ones like this. You can see most of the time. So these are separate characters, and I think this is one big one. Actually, don't really know what it is. And there's also a bunch of new lines. That's actually, I think this is a new line. It's invisible and can't be selected, but this is a new line, I think. That's why it's like so weirdly spread out. But yeah, that's basically it. I do have to remake the parser that turns this into bytes because it's really shitty right now. Because I have to add like some extra non like tokens with no meaning. This doesn't get added to the bytes in the end, but it does make coding harder. Because what this does is comments work trouwens, so I can just trouwens I said. So you can say like if state x. Alright, you have to define like what means here. So enum torso upper arm. This is for the like the compiler only, the parser only, and these get replaced with numbers instantly, so they can be changed while the animation is yeah like busy. Where did I leave my comment here? So if state x, and then like for example if state y, and these are animation states. They could also be anything else, but I don't see really any other use than just animation states. So after you do that, you can you can just do like this: if state x, if state y, and then you can say you can put any code in here, and this would turn into a skip token, which is this. This turns into a skip token, and then the same, because like positive numbers are in bytes. The positive numbers are so how do functions and numbers get represented with bytes. So I think the function, I have it here. Function is 6, so that's this. This is a function. So if the parser encounters this, it's like, okay, so this is a function. So the next token is what function it is. So for example, um, let's see, sprite is nothing actually. That's never used, and it doesn't do anything. But speed, for example, is let's do this. So speed is the speed of the animation, and the parser knows, okay, So this is a function. So the next byte is a function, and then what are the arguments? So you have to give arguments. Then you can have like you can do negative numbers and positive numbers, but they're always bytes. So they're ranging from negative 255 to positive 255. Um, Here you can see positive number. So a positive number is 0. So anything after a completely empty byte is the number. So here you can have like 124 or like I don't know what that is in binary, like 105. And then if you want a negative number, you can say it's 1 because 1 means negative number, and then this would be a negative number. Yeah, so basically that, and the skip function. So what we were talking about is 2. So this knows. Okay, so if if an if state filled beforehand, then skip any amount of bytes, like the next arguments, next the next byte amount of bytes. So the next byte is like, for example, 10. So this knows that if an if state failed, so that's why you can also stack them. I also added it so you can do n, y, and z, and it just turns it into like separate functions. But this will skip those amounts of bytes, and the compiler gets those bytes by making another indexer that checks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh wait, okay, so this is the exit bracket, and then here it writes down like, okay, skip this amount of bytes, but sometimes it fails, sometimes it doesn't. It's really annoying, and I have to fix that. But yeah, basically that's it for now. That's what I did. I'm gonna check one more time if I didn't break anything. And that's, let's see. All right, everything works. Yeah, that's basically it for now. Um. Oh yeah. Okay. So what does the T1 and T2 mean? That just means it's on a cycle, so it's a sinusoidal wave. That's it. And there's also like, if you were concerned with, wait, it uses sinus and cosinus. Isn't it like very slow if I have a bunch of entities? Well, I actually added like automatically generating, like when you start the game up, it generates a lookup table of the sines and the cosines, and you can just change the precision to, and based on that, it'll like lerp between the values, linearly interpolate. So as you can see here, the O is spinning, and its precision is 360 if you check the console. When I change it, it loads them newly. And this is very precise, but if I change to 8, then you can see it makes an octagon if you look very closely. Which does not screw up the animation at all. I thought it would, but it really doesn't. It looks fine, which is nice. Oh, that's basically it. Bye.